Hello everybody, it's Jane here, back in my workroom, and today we need to look at the advent calendar before our visitor arrives. So here's the advent calendar. What day is today? Oh yes, today is December the 10th. Now I'm looking for the number 10. Here we are. And I wonder what story we have today. Oh yes, this is also one of my favourite stories. I'm going to put my glasses on, ready to read. This is The Little Mermaid, but today we have a visitor who's coming along to help us with the reading, and I wonder if he's here yet. Oh yes, I can see he's just arrived. So this is Father Christmas. Say hello to everyone, Father Christmas. No, that's not very good. You can't be shy. We need you to do the reading. You see? Okay, so what? Really? He wanted to know why he'd got a bit label hanging off the back of his head. Well, that's because I wanted to show everybody what happens when we buy toys at Christmas. Can you see this label here? And there's a big circle, and inside the red circle it has the numbers 0 to 3. So if you see that circle with a line across 0 to 3, it means don't give that particular toy to any child who's under 3 years of age. Yes, that's quite important. I know you're a Santa, but look at your beard. Imagine a little baby, a very tiny child, tugged your beard and one of these strands from your beard came loose. Right now, are you going to read the story or not? You are. Okay, so let us begin with the story of The Little Mermaid. Well, do we all know what a mermaid is? Yes, I'll find a picture. Oh, that's a picture of a mermaid. Can you see? She hasn't got any legs. She has a tail, and so she lives in the sea. So this story is all about a little mermaid called Ariel. Ariel dreams of walking among the humans and being with her one true love, Prince Eric. Oh, can I read some of that story? I quite like the idea of Ariel and the prince. Do you think? Okay, so maybe it would be a good idea if you left us for a while and I'll read the rest of the story. Say goodbye. Bye everybody. So here's the story. Down in the deepest ocean there once lived a mermaid princess called Ariel. She was the youngest daughter of King Triton, and King Triton was king of the sea. Her father loved her dearly. When Ariel was 16 years old, King Triton arranged for her to sing in a magnificent concert, and mer people came from all over the kingdom to hear her. Ariel forgot. Oh, I know all about that, and if you know me, you'll also know that I tell you constantly that I have a really bad memory, so if I forget things, it's not because I do it on purpose. So I don't think Ariel forgot about the concert on purpose, because it sounds quite a nice thing for her father to have arranged. Well, look at King Triton. He doesn't look very happy, does he? And this is Sebastian. And King Triton told Sebastian, "You'd better look after my daughter. I'm a little worried that she might go and see the people on land." And you know, mermaids and people don't mix, do they? Anyway, One day, Sebastian followed Ariel to the surface to watch a ship. You see the ship there? And there's a young gentleman on that ship whose name is Eric. And Ariel thought he looked quite nice. Unfortunately, storm clouds gathered overhead and huge waves wrecked the ship. Eric was flung into the sea. I wonder who's going to save him. Yes, you're right. Ariel saved him. And Ariel then had to get out of sight because she didn't want people to know that she was a mermaid. Well, it was not long before Ariel's dad discovered that she'd actually fallen in love with Eric, and Eric was a human. So Ariel wondered what she could do. So she went along to see the sea witch. Now I think if anyone is called a witch, it means they're getting involved in some kind of magic that doesn't sound very pleasant. So what did the sea witch do? The sea witch knew that Ariel had a beautiful voice. So she said, "In exchange for your voice, I will turn you into a human for 3 days." So for 3 days, Ariel was able to act like a human. So she didn't look like a mermaid. She looked like a human. She'd got legs. Unfortunately, Ariel knew that the spell wouldn't last forever. And the king discovered what the sea witch had done. He went to see the sea witch, and the sea witch told him that she would only let Ariel go if Ariel's father gave her his trident, and that's the name of that object there that looks like a spear that the king is holding. Well, the sea witch wasn't very happy when she discovered that Eric had come to rescue Ariel as well. Eric reached the steering wheel of an old ship under the sea, and he aimed the ship at the sea witch. Well, that was the end of the sea witch, and the king got his power back. But there was only one problem. Ariel wanted to be a human forever. So her father, King Triton, gave her his blessing, and he made her into a human so that she could marry her prince. Oh, what a lovely ending to the story. And I really like stories when the bad people or the witches are dispersed. What other word would we use for how they got rid of the witch? When the witches are made to disappear and they no longer have any spells over anybody. That's when it's a wonderful story. And it's quite nice that the little mermaid actually married her prince in the end. Well, that's the end of today's story, and we are closer to Christmas, so Father Christmas is in our shops and people are visiting them, mainly children. So people are visiting Father Christmas, and Father Christmas is listening to see which children are good and which children are bad. But over my shoulder I have the elf on the shelf, and if you're a parent you might have heard of the elf on the shelf, and if you're a British parent you might actually be using the elf on the shelf to get your children involved in looking at whether they are good or whether they are bad. Well, that's the end of the story for today, and I wonder who will be with us tomorrow. I don't think it will be Father Christmas. He seems to have gone. Tune in tomorrow to see who is reading the Advent story. Bye now.